Okay, Scorpio, here to do your December reading. I have in front of me 3 pieces that represent your sign. In the back, it's Death. The center, 7 of Cups, that's the Mermaid. And the King of Cups is the Dolphin with the crown. So I'm going to do things a little different today. I'm not going to use any reverses for the whole reading, including my 3D pieces. I'd like to encourage you to do your charts. I left the information in the box below. I thought of it because I have Scorpio in 2 places in my chart. One in Mars, one in Mercury. Mars is basically the planet of conflict, war, fighting. Mercury, I'll read a little piece. I have a chart here, a little thing I use sometimes. Mercury is the concrete and the conscious mind. The sign and house show you how and where you communicate and assimilate the results of your relationships. It's all about reason and logic. Now, that is in complete opposite of the Mermaid in the center here, the 7 of the Cups. That's more about fantasy and dreams, imagination. And, you know, you're the sign of water, and when you look into water, things aren't always clear. They kind of move around. You can only see so far down. There's motion oftentimes. A little murky. So there can be uncertainty related with that. Can also lose oneself in fantasies to our detriment. I mean, dreaming and fantasies are really important tools for artists. So there's also, really positive side to that. But we can't let it get out of control. And 7 of Cups is also about wishes. But it can be about wishing so much that one doesn't take action. And that's a problem. In the negative, this piece or card can be full-blown debauchery and excessive sex, say. And it's the kind of thing where it's done so impulsively, there's no thought to the ramifications to other people or to ourselves when it happens. Okay, so I'm not going to go over all these pieces, just pick one out. So we're going to pick 5 3D pieces. Along with, and later we'll clarify with some cards, and probably pull an oracle card. So let's roll. What does Scorpio need to hear today? 72. What do we need to hear today? What's the message? That's a double O and a 6, so we have 6. It's a 7, 6 and a 7. 31. One more piece for Scorpio, please. 23. Okay. So I don't know how these correlate to the pieces. I have to go look in the boxes. And I'll do that and come right back and we'll start your reading. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. I guess I'll go over the pieces. But first I want you to take a look and just use your eyes and come up with your own story. Pause the video if you want for a little bit. Don't forget to come back. I don't know if you could actually guess any of these. Not exactly traditional tarot renderings. I'll just tell you what they are. I'm going to just go directly to the story after I just tell you what these are. First piece, there's a woman lying down. That's the Empress. In the center, that white cloud. Looks like a cloud with creatures and a face. That's Leo. It's a Zeus and related to Zeus. The mailbox is the Page of Wands. It's kind of a joke on the United States Postal Service. The pages and wands in particular are very hot, fiery, fast. Postal Service isn't that fast anymore. They've been sabotaged. Then in the back left, that's the Ace of Wands. And then in the back right, the fish, multicolored fish, has another fish on top. That's the Page of Cups. So we have 2 pages, a king, a major arcana, the Empress, first piece, and then the Ace of Wands, so we have an ace. So I already know the story in my head, summed up by a movie I saw last summer. And I'll tell you why. First of all, there's an awful lot of fire here. Page of Wands, King of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Very hot. And we have 2 pages. And that's about messages. They sometimes do the bidding of the king. In this case, we have 1 page more emotional because it's water. 1 page more action-oriented, fast, and hot, steamy. The Empress, she's the mother figure, all about fertility, and she's all the queens rolled into one. Very nurturing. Very spiritual, too. Intelligent, sexy. She can be the mother, and she can be the lover. And both, of course. So what I get out of this, some kind of love. There's something to do with love, or dare I say sex involved here. I don't really do those kind of readings unless it really jumps out to me. I don't really know what else this could be about with the King of Wands and the Empress and these pages. The Ace of Wands is a fiery start to something. What made me think of this movie I'm going to show you, which to me is the story we see in front of us, are these pages. I thought of a king and an empress and them communicating, because pages are about communication. Days before we had the internet or post office or even the Pony Express, they used to communicate by sending pages back and forth, messengers. Horseback, some would actually run back and forth, if it were in the city maybe. And they would be invitations from everything to a baby announcement, an invitation to a party, maybe the party has music, some kind of cultural thing. Or it could be a secret affair. It could be 2 people planning a meetup, a tryst. When I use my eyes, I see an awful lot of color here. Pretty hot colors. The Empress is lying down on the ground. I did that because I thought of her as the Earth Mother, connected to the earth and to spirit at the same time. Enjoying herself, her foot is up. She's not sleeping. She could be waiting for somebody. You could come up with a million things, like why is she doing this? Oh, she's naked. Parrots are about messages too. All birds are messages. And parrots, we know that they speak, they repeat things. Could there be gossip involved? I don't know. Hadn't thought of that before. So anyway, I'm going to show you the movie that came to my mind. It's called L'innocente. So it's the film forum on Houston Street, New York City. The guy in it's very, very rich. He could definitely be the King of Wands here. He's married, but he has a woman. He has an affair with her, and they meet up different places. He goes to different cities. He goes, to his summer home, palace, really, I mean, super rich. He's like a peacock, always strutting around. Very colorful, his language, his clothes. Oh, and in the film, I'll brighten this up a little. It's cloudy today. So he's having this affair with this woman. Oh, that's Jennifer O'Neill, by the way, an American actress. Laura Antonelli is the wife. This was his last film before he died, Visconti. He had 2 strokes before he made this film. His wife seems to always be sick. She does get pregnant. She gets pregnant by another man, though. He finds out, becomes insanely jealous. Insanely jealous of the baby. Crazy. You got to see this film. And pages can be children. So one of these pages could be the child. So my story is this peacock of a king here, King of Wands, could be married. He's thinking, sending messages to the Empress. Maybe they meet up in the forest. I could see the pages going back and forth on this dirt road in the forest through the woods. Maybe on a horse. Maybe they cross paths, these 2 pages, sending messages back and forth. The flames are burning, the flames of love in the back, the flame of wands, the Ace of Wands. And the king, he's more like a fantasy with this coming out of the clouds like this. Again, Zeus, though, is very fiery. the lightning bolts. There's a lot of passion here. The Empress is also known for being very passionate. She could be a mother. Then again, she, in mythology, is the one who puts couples together. And if one has a problem having a child, she helps them. What else can you see here? I don't know. That's the story I get out of it. So let's look into it a little more, though. Let's get some cards, clarify. Let's see, what shall we clarify? Definitely one of the pages. Like, maybe we'll find out what these messages are. Yeah, and thinking about the wands, the Ace of Wands. Like, what's this new start about? So it's funny, I have this, we just talked about the filmmaker Visconti, and here I have the Visconti tarot deck. It's a mini deck. You can tell by the size of the, compared to my fingers. I shuffled already, but I shuffled a couple times to kind of activate the cards. Wake them up, bring a little fire to the cards. I just saw the Hierophant. Yeah, who knows what will happen here. There's so many things we could find out. The card could be duplicated. I mean, a piece. Could get more pages. We could get more fire. We have no earth here. I'm not going to read reverses in the cards either. I'm going to stick to all uprights today. Okay, I'm going to shuffle for some poppers. It's very tight here, so I got to be careful. Before not, I'll knock the mic over or something. Okay, what do we got? Too many. That's like 4 cards. I'm going to watch because I've been resonating with Scorpio the past couple months here. I do have it in my chart, but still. My moon's Gemini, but I hardly ever resonate with that. Okay, we got a card, we got a card. What do we have? Looks like a 2. Yep, 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so we did this for the page, I believe. Yeah, Page of Wands. I'm going to move the camera a little. Maybe a little more because the other oracle cards are bigger. So the 2 of Pentacles. The traditional card is this person juggling these 2 coins, these 2 big coins, just like a juggler would, trying to make a choice, trying to, you have to have good balance to do that. Pentacles are about earthly things, like things you can hold on to or deal with in real life, as opposed to, say, thoughts or feelings or spirit. These are tangible in some sense. So this page, delivering messages about choices. Did somebody make a choice whether to meet or not, or asking to meet, asking to come to, maybe it's an RSVP. I like that idea. Yeah, RSVP. All right, let's stick with that, RSVP. Now we're going to clarify the Ace of Wands. Find out what the hell, this new start of what? Starting what? Oh, alright, I have one here, I think. Yeah, we have, looks like the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is that piece, usually in tarot, it's a number of cups filled with different things, and some are very strange, some are good, some are bad. It could be like wishing for something that's good for you, or it could be bad for you. Is that what we're talking about here? Meeting up, is it going to be good, is it going to be bad, this fiery new start? I mean, a 7, if you start with an ace, a 7's pretty far along the road. Could have travel, could include travel, definitely. Yeah, could be about reflecting. It is cups, so it's our feelings as well. Fantasy is a big thing here. Could have to do with seduction, very, very, that's in Rider-Waite, seduction is definitely a part of it. Even suggestive images. Thinking about porn, maybe? Porn is fantasy. This is Scorpio card, by the way. November 12th to November 22nd under the moon. And the moon is mystery. Again, fantasies, mysteries, things that aren't clear maybe. Dreams. Seemed to be a thread there. Now this opportunity, because we're talking about the Ace of Wands here, when it comes to the Seven of Cups, they might, you never know what they're going to do. They might not take advantage of this opportunity. Success could be right in front of them, but not followed up on. And again, that could be because of illusions. Maybe they don't believe what's in front of them is something they can have. All right. I think we should get a oracle card, and because this is more about love, I think I'm going to use the Romance Angels. When I mention movies and books and art, I think of all these things as getting messages from them. I mean, a really good author definitely sprinkles the book with ideas and messages for us to think about. Movies always have a moral of the story, right? And it's true with this film here. It's about infidelity and fanaticism in a way. And how I think of tarot is, it's a pretty solid way to get messages. I mean, when you come to see this reading, you're definitely going to get messages. Whether they apply to you or not, there's a good chance that there might be a little piece here or there. It's the same with other messages, but the problem is we might watch a whole movie and not get any message. We might miss the moral of the story, or we might not think about it, go out into the light and forget everything we just saw. Same with books, you might read it and just take the surface level meaning, which is fine. But here at Tarot, the whole purpose is to get messages. And even if they don't apply, you're definitely going to get messages here. So let's see what messages the Romance Angels have for us today. This is what the card box looks like. Okay, I already shuffled. We'll shuffle again a couple times and see what we get. I'll probably pull more than one for you because I'm not reading out of the books or anything like that. It's pretty short. Although I think the reading as a whole will still be pretty much how they always end up. Okay, let's see what we get. What message does Scorpio need? What messages do we flip-flop? Too many. Alright, there's one. Got a couple at least. Wow, this one says honeymoon. Is that what the messages are? Planning a honeymoon? Got another card, we'll get three. Let's go for three. Okay, three cards. Okay, I told you about the first card. I don't think these are going to stay up. How are we going to do this? Let's see. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Well, that's pretty cool. Holiday time. That's a gondola, right? Venice, maybe? Talked about the Italian film. And the second card is healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. That seems to come up a lot. Not just in my reading, a lot of people's readings. Guess it's normal. Somehow it's normal to have problems with your parents. The generations have changed so much in our lifestyles, access to food and our new technologies. I'm definitely old enough to remember how things have changed so much. The last card is love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Well, that's pretty cool, huh? That's a good message for all of us. Cross watchers, me, you. Maybe share this with some friends, I'd appreciate that. So that's your reading. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming back again, Scorpio. And please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Love y'all.